too, a huge lead as well. BDD got his stun prep.
Oh yeah, Faker could be in for follow-up here. Toby gets punished instantly. Cage, even with the low health bars, just doesn't have a front line. Oh, no! Faker just flashes in the Everfrost and they... in the meantime. So First Blood certainly going to make that one worth it, as Kyle just throws out a Q, having a good time. And level 5 for Faker hits that level 6 now, perfect execution online. And he's going to use it immediately. Got to make sure that you get these things on cooldown. Let's see whether he uses it now. There it is, and Faker, the First Blood solo kill.
I'm going to hold that thought. They are trying to set up onto Faker here once again, as he has not been having a fun time, and he will get charmed and knocked up. There is the change. He's got Zhonya's this time.
That's Flash, just got to stall.
Flash as well. He's just ulting away, and one arrow does hit him, and the entire team is in the enemy base.
T1's opportunity to start Baron and also threatening those picks kind of non-stop here. When the Drake spawns, they'll probably commit to trying to get some prio for that objective, but Faker here is one of those pick targets.
Yeah, it does have his crown, and they're going to look to try and stop him. They do deny the shifting sands at the beginning, but then he just gets himself out. Another Glacial Prison comes in. Aiming's going to be interrupted by Ona. Absolutely beautiful play. Now Carrion taking some damage, but the Featherstorm's going to save Gumayushi. Lehens has to go golden, and he's not going to be able to get himself out of it. Kane is going to be the first to go down in the fight, and T1 are just juggling the aggro gorgeously. Ko's going to be the next victim here as T1 are looking for match point. They are looking for...
And they will be able to get their second turret of the game here. BDD has Cuz.
Oh, man, he's caught on the edge there as waiting for that TP. KT's got an angle here. Faker on the run. He does have Flash, and he is quite tanky, as Keen really wants to force this one. Faker just on the dash. Still has not flashed, as he will all about him over the wall just to escape. Still has his Flash, as he is under here, and Owner getting over the wall with the cocoon, and they turn this around. 2v4, you got... As you mentioned around the Baron pit, around the Rift Herald pit, look at the bottom side of the map too. I mean, as Flash comes in here, Bulldog, he is gonna get cast out of midair!
Look at this timing.
He thought
he's like, really a tragedy.
Oh, well, Faker's got Flash this time, and Bulldog does not, so he's just gonna sit here outside of the gravity field, and that will be the end of the Victor again.
Far ahead at this point in time. It was very difficult for them to lose that fight. Faker does go down, but one kill, not going to be the end of the world. There's a package delivery as Faker will go golden. What the heck is that package damage? That's 2 kills from just package Valkyrie combo. It's revolting. Emperor's Divide going to be used onto Ona as the Q from Zeus doesn't land, but look at how tanky these boys are. They are just not taking any damage.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, Rascal is also behind 50 CS now, as he was up a kill, as Fate comes in with a Gnar ultimate. Does go golden in the end with his newly built Zhonya's. Flash does come through as Empress Divide over the wall inside the enemy base as Faker just mops the floor with him. I think Faker's got something to do later tonight because he wants this game over.
Bullying him. Meanwhile, on the back line, Faker goes back in, but maybe a little bit too much. No, it's actually perfect. Over the wall, he second activates that ult.
Faker has in this game is immaculate as Faker hits the shuriken through here. I think Peter thought perhaps he was behind the minions. Handshake's trying to save him off. That's all he's got. He's got no ult. He has flash, but he's not going to waste it. Mordekaiser, he can't ult anyone. Oh, it's not over yet.
Oh dear, Wind Becomes Lightning does connect. That's a great charm to interrupt the audacious charge. And with the Whimsy, Carrier will be able to keep Faker alive.
Game. Hold on, Keen.
There's the Shuriken. He might have enough damage. R2 comes in, but he's feared under the turret.
Up here onto Faker. He did not go crown this game. A little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, idle. Okay, well in they go. Closer doesn't quite find the value he's looking for, and that is a 2-man Emperor's Divide. Faker now calls in the cavalry as Zeus was teleporting, and they'll get the knock-up. And Faker says, not on my watch, not today. The flash from Zeus. Blast Cone going to get Willa relatively far away. Winter's Wrath, but there is a gameplay button you can press.
It's so beautifully set up here is once again we're going to see Cuz looking for topside pick.
Yeah, him and Life I don't think is going to be enough damage here, as Cuz should be able to get an Impale, as he's looking to try and bring Faker back to Vikla. Ona's going to turn up, as Faker decides that he wants to turn this fight around. Faker is likely to fall down here, but no, actually creates enough distance. The rest of T1 turn up to save their mid laner as Cuz is now limping away again. Gumayusi deals with that with a ricochet. In goes Vikla. Faker just completely denies the Azir play, and now it's the big ol' Gnar in the front line to clean up shop. Extendo beam flying forward, but it's once again.
I mean, this is the 5-man. He has control ward, he's on the other side, so there's just no way they could see him. They walked right into it. This is the second flash taunt play in this best of 3 from Faker.
That's all you can do in these situations sometimes. He is going to pick it up.
Yeah, Equalizer comes down just to try and guarantee this turret. There's the flash, 3-man Pop Blossom. Empress Divide comes in, but it does absolutely nothing. It's a double for Guma as well.
Game 1 and now in Game 2, a huge lead as well. BDD got his stun prepped.
Oh yeah, Faker could be in trouble here. Does have flash available. There's the Empress Divide once again. The Q's in the air, but it's not enough. Lehens is chasing after Faker, and he's now running the wrong direction. So he's just going to try and waste as much time as possible.
He might get the execute.
Yeah, can he actually get there? No, he's not going to be able to. So BDD is going to be able to get the...
This fight anymore, they have to leave.
How many times have Damonkia been spectators so far? It's been the last 2 neutral fights. Faker! And Faker is just going to pick up the Jinx!
Again, he just stops the follow-up here. Chovy gets punished instantly, and Pays, even with the low health bars, he just doesn't have a front line at all.
Oh, no! Faker just flashes in the Everfrost is extraordinary, and neither of them can play the game.
So like, if they're two-manning me here, plays fine. As Faker is making sure that the PH, is already kind of locked in, but he just wants to really...
If any turret stands for DRX, it's that one. Yep. As Faker is going to rotate back over here, he's got to be so careful as Def, because Carry is on the other side.
Yeah, Feral has spotted him out here as the tower is going to fall down. Great grand entrance is going to connect onto Koshik, but he has the ult to keep himself alive. Faker now gets underneath the turret immediately, has to use the ult, but it does not matter. That's a triple kill. One of them also picked up for Zeus as Zeka once again. Home. Faker going aggressive one more time. Orb of Deception going to be avoided beautifully here, as BDD just not allowed to lane. Faker took that last game absolutely personally.
Yeah. Did not enjoy it at all.
Okay, BDD's just going to get flashed on. He can be mitigated so well by Ona on this Poppy, the Rakan. It's so difficult for him. As D+, they know they can't give this up, and Zeus is looking for a flank angle. They just boop away the Rakan. There is the Infernal Soul. The knock-up onto Zeus is fantastic, and Def just explodes. T1, I think this might be just it. The last team fight as Carrier goes on a big old journey. Canna tries to look for an angle, but they find Showmaker. They take him down. There is no damage left remaining. And you can do as many Kasante things as you want, Canna. You are still going to lose your Nexus. And T1 will move to match point in the series.
Could they do it, Valdez?
I think that T1 can drag this out. I think they will have enough time. As you can see, the roots are coming down. The poke is incredibly oppressive. And thankfully they have some plants in the river to help out with that one. But the angles that Faker is finding here have been pretty stellar. He's hitting every single one of these right now. As, don't forget that, okay, he can just do that, pull the trigger.
Traps that you can farm, and they're going to set their own trap here onto Faker, but he is a Kassadin.
With Mertreads, as he's going to face check. Okay, there we go. Let's see whether they can chain the CC. He goes golden. Has an opportunity to at least break that stopwatch.
Zeus is coming up.
As the Primordial
Zeus
Burst
is here.
comes on through, and there it is. The Slicing Maelstrom's going to get the triple stun. Peter's going to go down as an afterthought, because the main one they want to take down is Call Me, and he will go. We're trying to give a bit of a chance here, as Bertle is going to dive onto Faker. And yes, he is going to be able to find the Everfrost, as Faker just... the mind games.
You know,
It's the final moments.
It's very nice also throwing some casks in, give them something to, to sip on as this is going on.
One after the other, double kill for Zeus. Vikla is on 0 health inside his base, and he's going to be taken out as well. Now it's Rascal against the world. I'm a Faker. Just testing the waters.
Fog State curse is real for the sandbox, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe we need to request to film a little bit later for the good of the players.
Yeah.
So that we don't curse anyone else. As Faker's going to flash.
Fight, which is Karia's worst enemy when he's trying to make plays like this one. Flash, triple charm, double knock-up, Xerath for the follow-up. Easy.
It's just absurd. Like, the amount of Blade Caller plus Xerath damage is just nutty. As he's having a giggle about this Xerath
He's having a fun
experience.
time.